We turn to Bob Cusack, editor-in-chief of The Hill. Bob, good morning.
Good morning.
We looked close to a deal with China not like a week ago. What happened?
I was a lot more optimistic they would get a deal because there was motivation on both sides. China's economy is not doing strong. Trump needs the economy strong. But about a week ago, China started walking away from key facets of the deal, including on currency manipulation. And that really, I talked to some people at the White House, that really rattled them.
You know, one of the big groups that's been affected by this, or will be certainly, is agriculture. What does that mean for farmers, that reaction, but also the senators, the Republican senators from a lot of those states?
Republican senators from farm states are very nervous, and they have been lobbying the White House to either get a deal or just continue the talks. And this can't continue into 2020, is what they said. But Trump's not listening. Trump is just, Senator Grassley has said, listen, you've had enough time. We need to make progress. And Trump has put the tariffs on, and it's really frustrating a lot of farmers.
Certainly is. Let's turn now to the fallout, the continued fallout over the Russia investigation. The president basically said, I'm exerting executive privilege here on the full Mueller report. What kind of impact is that going to have? And, you know, just this testimony that we're talking about that Mueller might bring to Congress, how crucial is that at this stage?
I think that's crucial. I think he potentially can block Don McGahn from testifying as former counsel. I don't think he can block Mueller, though. And remember, Bill Barr said he has no problem with Mueller testifying. I think Mueller's testimony is so key, and I think that could be the decider of whether House Democrats move forward on impeachment, whether he contradicts anything that that Barr told Congress.
Well, so what happens if Mueller does get to Congress and he basically says Barr's interpretation is incorrect?
Then I think it's going to be very difficult for House Democrats not to move forward with impeachment, or at least some type of censure. I think that's more likely a censure than impeachment, because Nancy Pelosi does not want to impeach.
Yeah, she's spoken out very strongly against that right now at this point.
Yes, but she's having trouble controlling the left wing of her party, and more Democrats who were against impeachment now, because of all the stonewalling, now they're for impeachment.
Well, what about Republicans? Are they holding the line completely?
Well, until Don Jr. was subpoenaed by the Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee, Senator Burr, they were very frustrated with Burr, and they were like, what are you doing? They were united. Now, the Senate Intelligence Committee investigation is a little bit different than the Mueller, but still Russia-related. It depends on what Burr does now. Does he back down now that the president and Trump Jr. are saying, listen, I'm not going to show up?
So, I mean, this impeachment issue is tricky because, as we've seen in polls, generally the public is not in favor of Congress beginning impeachment. At the same time, and do you think to any degree the Republicans would like the Democrats to go down that road?
To go there.
Yes, and that's what Nancy Pelosi has been saying, is that the president is basically goading us into impeaching. And she says, listen, it's a very divisive thing to impeach the president. We know that the Senate would not convict. So until polling changes, I don't think Nancy Pelosi changes her mind.
One of the issues at the end of the week, I don't know if I can sum this up in a quick sentence, but basically we heard that the president's attorney, Rudy Giuliani, is going to Ukraine, investigating Joe Biden, and then a couple days later, no, he's not going to Ukraine now. What has happened there?
Giuliani took a lot of heat for that, and really looking into the ties of Biden's son to Ukraine. But they're worried about Joe Biden. Joe Biden's gotten off to a very good start. He's dominating the primary. He's definitely the front runner, and they're nervous about him in a general election.
Yeah, I mean, we saw that with Trump in the original campaign, went after the ones right away on the Republican side that he was concerned with.
Absolutely.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's right. Bob, thank you. Bob Cusack.
Thank you.